Good morning, sixth graders. Hope you guys are all doing well today. With a substitute today, I decided to create a short video again going over the algorithm for how to multiply fractions and mixed numbers. What I want you to do to start out today is start by taking notes in your notebook. Um, you are going to write the 3 steps on the right and write this example problem and follow with me step by step. Another quick reminder before we get started today, please be on your best behavior for the guest teacher today. Please remember to treat him with respect and welcome him to our classroom. And with that, please go ahead and pause the video and take out your notebook. Alright, for multiplying mixed numbers and fractions, our first step is to turn any and all mixed numbers into improper fractions. So this first step and the third step are possible steps that you may or may not have to do for a problem. If we are looking at this problem, this example, our first part is a mixed number. So we are going to turn this into an improper fraction. So remember, we take our denominator and multiply it by our whole number. And then we are going to add the product to our numerator. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So 1 2/3 is an improper fraction of 5/3 because our denominator stays the same. All right, then since we have no more mixed numbers, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply across. So remember, we are not using models today, but we can be thinking about this when we actually go through and multiply this across. So when I multiply this across, if I'm thinking about my denominators first, if I were to be creating a model, this 3 times 5 is saying that I have 5 rows of 3. Well, 5 rows of 3 is going to give me 15 boxes. Now, going through the top, those 15 boxes, I'm going to have 5 rows of 4. Now, I know that is greater, but that makes sense since I have an improper fraction. So I'm going to have 20 over 15. So now I've completed steps 1 and 2. The last thing I have to check is if step 3 is possible, and if it is, I have to do step 3. So step 3 is turn back to a mixed number and simplify. So remember, to turn it back into a mixed number, we are going to take our numerator and divide it by our denominator. So how many times does 15, my denominator, go into my numerator of 20? Well, 15 goes into 20 one time, and that leaves me 5 left over because 15 is 5 away from 20. And again, my denominator from above just stays the same. So now I've turned it back into a mixed number. My last step will be to simplify. Can I divide 5 and 15 by the same number? Well, both of them end in a 5, which means I can divide both of them by 5. Which will give me a final simplified answer of 1, because that stays the same. 5 divided by 5 is also 1. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. So it gives me a final answer of 1 1/3. Now, this is the same process that we used yesterday, the same 3 steps. I'm just having you write them down today and go over a couple examples with you. Alright, so what you are going to do next is you are going to try this problem on your own, following the same 3 steps. So I would like you to pause the video and work through this problem, and then watch how to get the answer to check to see if you got the same one. Alright, welcome back. So, your first step, because these are both mixed numbers, is to turn both of them into an improper fraction. So we have 3 times 3, which is 9. And 9 plus 1 is 10. So our 3 1/3 fraction is 10 over 3 as an improper fraction. And our other one, we are going to do 6 times 5, which is 30. Because we do denominator times the whole number. And then we are going to add in the numerator. And so it is 31 over 6. So now they are both improper. We can move on to our second step and multiply our numerators and denominators together. So this is going to be 310 over 18. So then our final step, step 3, this is an improper fraction, so it is possible to turn it back into a mixed number and simplify. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our numerator and divide it by our denominator. And this is going to give us a decimal, which is okay. What I want from this is the whole number. So the whole number was 17. So when I take 18 times 17, I get 306, which means I am 4 away from 310. So it is 17 4/18. Which again, you can simplify by dividing both by 2 to get 17 2/9. Alright, you have 2 tasks to do the rest of the class. Please complete the multiplying fractions and mixed numbers maze. And then you can get the homework and start that as well. I hope you have a great rest of math class, And I am looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.